You guys want to see me all tatted up like this? Because this is my future. Legit. Quite actually a little bit off topic in regards to the face tattoos, but I wanted to put the tattoos on my face for a good reasoning, you know. I belong to no one. I'm my own person. I've got boundaries, and I firmly plant my feet to the ground where I will make my voice heard, seen, and my presence felt through all walks of life, through the four corners of this world, in all universes. Okay? I incarnated on this planet for a certain purpose and reason. I knew this purpose and reason since I was little, and it came to me again when I was on my 17th birthday. Okay? And it reoccurringly shows up in my life every time I fall back or I go back and I'm like, what am I doing with myself? What am I doing? What am I doing? An external circumstance will manifest, take place on its own without my intent, without my anything, and push me, force me, everything of that nature to get me back on track to the original reason as to why I incarnated on this planet. For the people who have no meaning in life, for the people who are very superficial in life, they'll never understand, and that's why I don't associate with people like that. But do understand, if you have been a so-called companion, friend, acquaintance, co-worker, client, someone who's been fascinated by me through my work, through what I say, through my presence and what you felt by me, through the words I've written, through the photographies that I've taken in the last decade or last several decades, and you've watched me, observed me, been fascinated by me, and you invoke things associated with me. And again, only people who are actually doing what there's a small portion of people that know what I'm talking about, who claim to be certain things, who claim to be spiritualists, who claim to be awakened, who claim to be the four chosen ones to be doing this work. I have every right to defend myself. I have every right to be firm. I have every right to be me. Just like you have every right to be you. Correct? But don't be doing shit that I be doing, pretending to be an aspect of, pretending to be an aspect of me, a soul of me, an influence of me. All right? Create your own. Create your goddamn own. Look, I understand energy. I understand how physics works, baby. I understand the polar opposite of something that's created and transferred and transmuted. And, you know, when someone goes down, the energy goes to someone else. It is what it is. Because energy cannot be destroyed. It gets transferred. It goes to people. So if I take something 10 years ago, 20 years ago, and something happens to me, or some external situation happens, and I gotta deal with that, and I gotta bypass what I intentionally did, or evoked, or worked towards, that energy has to go somewhere because it cannot be dyed. It goes to someone else. 5 years down the line, 5 years down the line, 7 years down the line, 10 years down the line, 9 years down the line, certain times of your life frame, certain times of development, certain external fucking circumstances such as Saturn will bring that person back to you. And if they don't want to return because of pride, because they believe they're now chosen, that something has been removed from you and given to them because they believe they're chosen, and their ego gets in their way, but you look like an egoistical fool to them because they're chosen, they'll return to you. And if they don't return to you due to that pride, something will keep repeatedly happening where your face will be presented back to them. Their friends will be coming to you. Their circumstances will be coming to you, or vice versa, because they can smell where the root is coming from, because the root's not coming from them. They're just preserving something for you. Maybe they're chosen, but maybe they are chosen, yes. But what they're chosen for is to preserve what you were doing initially. Because when you go down, remember, the energy must be transferred to someone else. But that energy does return to you. Now, you may perceive this as a form of karma. I personally don't believe in karma because people believe karma is that which you send out returns to you, meaning positivity and negativity. Honey, the world doesn't operate just off that. It is action. It is what you do with something. It's also what you're here to do. See, based off what I've experienced in life, karma doesn't exist because I've seen some brutal shit happen to good people and some ass fucking holes get away with murder. Seen it. I see it all the time. Okay? Some good, clean-hearted, pure people get fucking backstabbed over. And the ill intent gets away with so much shit. But fate, on the other hand, fate is different. Fate is different. It's a different ball game, honey. Now you may perceive that as karma, but that's another story. So, whether we call it fate, you can go back to the Hecate's wheel. You can also go back to the Armenian wheel of eternity, which also the Native Indigenous people of Canada have that symbol also. I was working with Native Indigenous people of Canada, and when they saw my headpiece tattoo, you know, the Armenian wheel of eternity, they're like, what the fuck? So, very interesting. So I just want to say, those people, you will be presented in their life over and over and over and over and over until their ego gets destructed and destroyed. Because if they're preaching truths and truths are being, I just spent another 10 minutes recording and I realized it's not recording and I gotta start all over again with what I was saying. But again, energy does not die. They are chosen to preserve that for you until you get back on your feet and conclude that you are energetically, emotionally ready to move forward again on your fate, on what you're here to do. This goes to not just people who are chosen to be doing something, or man, woman, whatever. All right? It can go to anyone or anything on what I'm saying. But if it means something to you, what I'm saying, you know what I'm talking about. Everybody's here for a particular reason. You're not just here to fuck, eat shit, and sleep. If you're not willing to do anything, if you're not willing to find yourself, then that's what you're here to do. But for people who are wanting more.
Do you ever just look at people and say to yourself, fuck, they're just full of shit? Because I do. And maybe that's what they're here to do. Maybe they're just meant to be here to be smooth talkers and full of shitters. Just be full of shit. Let's fool some people and make them believe certain things because we hold energy for people. That's what we do. That's what their purpose is. You know what I mean? Maybe that's what it is, their purpose. But understand, don't ever feel disempowered by individuals who come in your path, who want to take what you have and claim it as yours or theirs. As theirs. Why am I saying this is for multiple reasons? Because I'm not the only person who experiences this stuff, okay? Listen to me. Truths do get revealed. People will see through you eventually. They will see that you're full of shit the more you talk. And you're not proving anything to anyone for a very long time. The only people that will probably be buying it for a very long time are those who are actually benefiting something off of you, using you. Maybe they have the same mentality as you and they are not doing anything with their life, but they are bullshitters as well. Why do I have such a tough exterior? Is because, go watch my videos. Why am I the way I am? Why are you the way you are? Why am I a narcissist? Why am I this? Why am I that? Why are you that way as well? Again, I know what I'm here to do. I'm consistently doing it. My phone is about to die, so I gotta keep this very short. My point is with all of this, okay? If you are here to preserve something, admit that to yourself. If you can't see, you are not that truth speaker that you write about and you're being influenced about. Because, understand, there is never two of the same. No, individual person is the same as someone else. No matter how much they try to replicate you, they are not you. They haven't walked your shoes. They are not here to do exactly what you're here to do. I do understand there's almost 8 billion people on this planet. There needs to be a few replicas, not an identical fucking cellular I don't need to get into detail, guys. Face your fucking demons, inner fears, inner demons, until your ego. And one last thing. If you ever try to fuck with me ever again, because I know you're watching me, fuck you. Fuck you.
For that thief who pretends to be me and pretends to walk in my shoes for her egoistical own needs, who stole that Kali statue from me, fuck you. You deserve everything that is coming to you. Fuck you.